Join me as I take on the challenge of finding the perfect care agency near me in just 24 hours. When it comes to finding the right care agency, it can be a game changer for individuals and families. Not only can it provide peace of mind, but it can also significantly improve the quality of life for those in need of care. That's why it's so important to get it right. Trying to find a reliable and trustworthy care agency in your area can be a daunting task. You might start by asking friends or family members for recommendations, but even then, it's hard to know if they're the best fit for your specific needs. You might turn to online directories or review sites, but with so many options available, it's hard to separate the good from the bad. You might even try contacting local healthcare professionals or social services, but getting a straight answer can be like pulling teeth. And to make matters worse, even with all the research in the world, it's hard to know if an agency is truly trustworthy until you've experienced their care firsthand. It's not uncommon for people to feel overwhelmed and frustrated when trying to find a care agency that meet the needs of their loved ones. They might start to feel like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, with no clear direction on where to turn. This can lead to feelings of anxiety and stress, which can be counterproductive to the care they're seeking in the first place. Unfortunately, there's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to finding a care agency. What works for one person might not work for another, and that's what makes it so difficult. It's a highly personal decision that requires careful consideration and research. When it comes to choosing a care agency, there are several key factors to consider. First and foremost, you'll want to think about the services they offer. Do they provide the specific type of care you or your loved one needs? Do they have the necessary expertise and experience to deal with complex care? You'll also want to look into the qualifications and training of their staff. Do they have mandatory care training? Are they competent in their role? Do they have a good reputation in the community? And of course, you can't ignore the client reviews. What do past clients have to say about their experience with the agency? Another important factor to consider is the agency's approach to care. Do they take a holistic approach, looking at the individual's physical, emotional, and social needs? Or do they focus solely on the medical aspects of care? You'll also want to think about their communication style. Are they transparent and responsive to your needs? Do they keep you informed every step of the way? You'll also want to consider the logistics of the agency's care. Are they available 24/7, or do they have limited hours of operation? Do they offer flexible scheduling, or are they inflexible? And of course, there's the cost factor. Are their services affordable, and do they offer any financial assistance or payment plans? I'll never forget the story of my grandmother, who struggled to find the right care agency after being discharged from the hospital. She had complex medical needs and required around-the-clock care, but it seemed like no agency could meet her needs. We tried several different agencies, but each one fell short in one way or another. It wasn't until we stumbled upon a small family-owned care agency in North London that we finally found the care she needed. It was a game changer for her, and it taught me the importance of doing your research and being patient in the search for the right care agency. One of the most important lessons I learned from my grandmother's experience is that you can't rush the process of finding a care agency. It takes time and effort to find the right one, and it's worth taking the extra time to get it right. I also learned that it's okay to ask for help and advice from professionals and loved ones. You don't have to do it alone, and sometimes having a fresh perspective can make all the difference. In the end, finding the right care agency is a personal decision that requires careful consideration and research. It's not something to be taken lightly, and it's worth taking the time to get it right. By considering the key factors, doing your research, and being patient, you can find a care agency that truly meets your needs and provides the care you or your loved one deserves. In conclusion, finding the perfect care agency near you requires careful consideration and research. It's not a decision to be taken lightly, but with the right approach, you can find a care agency that truly meets your needs and provides the care you or your loved one deserves. If you've had a similar experience trying to find a care agency, we would love to hear from you. And if you're interested in learning more about finding the right care for your loved one, contact HelloCare Consulting for the best care agencies near you.